Over the past handful of weeks, I've been getting a lot of questions from people asking about their pensions, about their 401ks, their retirement accounts, and Social Security. Well, we need to address that today because we got some more updates, more insights from President Biden himself just last night as to what he is attempting to do for Social Security. So, we'll break that down in just a moment. All I ask is one thing. It takes 2 seconds. Go ahead, hit that like button if you enjoy these daily updates. Now, let's begin. So for years, President Biden has been saying that he is going to reform Social Security. He is going to fix a broken program to allow more people on a fixed income to actually live their life without relying on, food stamps, housing subsidies, and other things like that. Well, here's what I want to tell you. President Biden and Democrats have a long wish list of stuff that they want to do. The problem is they do not have enough support in the House or even the Senate in order to get these things passed. As of right now, they want to ensure that Social Security remains solvent. The problem is, how are they planning to fix this? And I want to show you this right here. Look at this. It says, Biden says he'll make the wealthy pay more to fix Social Security. It says, here's why that won't work. Here's the big reason. Raising the payroll tax cap could generate up to $1 trillion over 10 years. So it's $100 billion per year. The issue is Social Security faces a $2.8 trillion deficit over the next 10 years. That's the issue. So even if President Biden and Democrats figure out a way to get Republicans on board, or they win enough seats in the upcoming election to keep the presidency, get the majority of control in the Senate, which means they have more than 60 votes, and also the third, and probably one of the tougher ones that they're going to have as well, is get enough votes in the House of Representatives. Here's the problem. They don't have the support. And being that they don't have the support, the issue is this is never going to happen. So not only are we not going to see Social Security's, the tax cap get increased, but it's only going to get increased to people that make over $400,000 per year. That's the biggest reason why some are saying that we are only going to bring in about $1 trillion over 10 years because we just don't have it. Not if we're only taxing people that are making over $400,000 per year. So that's the first issue. That is not something that President Biden brought up yesterday, though. Here's the second issue. It says Social Security retirement age rise is inevitable, but there must be significant notice. This is not something that we have seen a lot of. We've not seen a lot of people come out and speak and say that, yeah, we have to raise the Social Security retirement age, the full retirement age. Currently, it's age 67. The expectation is they're going to raise it by 2 years because it originally was age 65. Then they went up to age 67. Now they're talking about raising it to age 69. This would mean that you would actually receive a 14% cut to your lifetime benefits because of those 2 years. That is actually pretty substantial. It's a 7% decrease per year. Now, I don't want to get into the numbers. I don't want to do all that stuff, but here's what you need to understand. If we do not have bipartisan support on Social Security, we're not going to see anything done for this. And the issue is we are now having a crisis at the U.S. southern border. This crisis has been going on for a handful of years, but it's just now coming to many people's attention. The reason for this is because we have an election. Once this election is over and we have the next president for the next 4 years, no matter who it is, then we're likely to see more people discuss Social Security. Less people will discuss the U.S. southern border. Less people will discuss this upcoming crisis or this crisis from the past, and we will start moving forward. Here's the problem. By moving forward doesn't necessarily mean we are getting anywhere with Social Security. Doesn't mean we're getting anywhere with the crisis at the U.S. southern border. Doesn't mean we're getting anywhere with China or Taiwan or Russia, Iran, Israel. We have no clue. The only thing we know is right now Congress is having a very difficult time passing any bill. they are having a difficult time legislating in the current year. So, what does that mean moving forward for you? Well, if you are currently collecting Social Security benefits, just understand that come 2034, your benefits may not be there. You may not get a full 100%. You may only get 77 to 78% of your benefits because that is all that the Social Security Trust Fund can afford to pay you. With that said, expect changes. Expect changes to how people on Social Security are taxed. Are you taxed twice? Because you're taxed initially when you pay into the system, right? Your initial investment, could be from 20, 30 years ago, but then again, you're taxed when you pull it out. Is this something that lawmakers are considering blocking? That they make it a requirement that no Social Security benefits are taxed? It's possible. It is quite possible. But at this time, the issue is Congress wants to bring in as much tax dollars as they possibly can. And one of the ways that they're looking at doing that is by increasing the amount of money that people on Social Security pay into taxes. So they're talking about raising the full retirement age. They're talking about, and there's been discussions here, there's not a lot of support yet, but I expect there's going to be more support in the future. They're discussing potentially bringing in more taxes from people on Social Security. Because right now, some of the people that are collecting Social Security benefits don't absolutely need it. It's more of an extra income for them. Here's the last thing I want to talk to you about regarding Social Security. We are now hearing warnings that millions of Americans that are collecting Social Security benefits, they are potential scam victims. Okay? I want to read you something. I want to read you this. It says, the Social Security Administration has issued a warning to Americans regarding scams that are stealing benefits from thousands of recipients each year. As part of its annual Slam the Scam Day held on March 7th, the SSA warned that criminals are using sophisticated tactics to get beneficiaries to disclose personal information that can put their government benefits at risk of being stolen. It says, according to the SSA's Office of the Inspector General, there was a 61.7% increase of reported scams between Q3 of the financial year in 2022 and the same period in 2023. In the former, just over 13,000 scams were reported, rising to 21,080 in the latter. So, here's what I can tell you. Your benefits are not safe. Number one, you got scammers coming after you. Number two, you got the federal government potentially coming after you as well to try to bring more tax revenue through your benefits that have already been taxed. So, it's an interesting situation that we are currently in, but like I said, the Biden administration is not going to do anything for Social Security in this year, not in 2024, because there are higher priorities according to them. One of those priorities is Ukraine, to ensure that we do not go into war with Russia. The second priority is the U.S. southern border so that we do not see more potential terrorists enter into the United States really unknowingly. So that's where we're at this time. As soon as I know anything else regarding what's going on regarding Social Security, I promise I will bring you all the latest news and updates. All I ask is two things. First, hit the like button if you enjoyed today's video. Second thing is click that subscribe button so you never miss an update, and I'll see you guys on the next one.